Hello, my lovely Pisces. This is Davida with Medium of the Light Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me for your June 2020 love reading. I wanted to thank all of you who have gifted me tarot decks. That helps me to get more detailed information about your specific situation at the moment. And I also want to thank those who have purchased love tarot readings with me, like the one that I'm doing here, and medium readings for those who would like to talk to their deceased loved ones. And that is done over the phone. Well, let's get started. We've got the King of Wands, the King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Tower in reverse, the Seven of Cups, the Judgment card, what I'm feeling, because generally this is you, this is them, and I haven't drawn the storyline yet, but I feel like you think this person wasn't being honest with you. They weren't telling you the truth, is what I'm getting. We've got the Nine of Cups reversed, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. In the center of this, I feel like this is you. It's like a self-assured, single, confident person who knows what's up and is very deep in spiritual knowledge. When you think that this person lied to you, it caused this Tower moment. I feel like they didn't tell you that they had other choices. They had other options. Or they were contemplating other options. And it brought a judgment upon them. And it put them in this Queen of Cups in reverse. You know, where originally they thought they were being like all clever, and this could be male or female or anywhere in between. They thought they were being clever and seductive, and then you figured out that they had other options that they were weighing, and I feel like you cut them off really freaking quickly. With this King of Wands here comes the Magician. Yeah, you've been trying to manifest like the perfect relationship for you. You know, the end all be all. You have all the tools, the skills, and the knowledge. And then with this Nine of Pentacles, you've got the financial means as well. The Nine of Pentacles comes the Empress. Yeah, you're wanting to be represented as, you're representing yourself as the Empress. You're like, this is what I offer. You know, with this Tower card, when you found out they were entertaining other options, that, you know, the Ten of Wands came in, where it's, you know, you're feeling like this is a burden. You know, and when they got found out, you know, they went into a panic mode and was like, whoa, 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 that's not what I meant. That's not what I'm doing. You know, and they felt this judgment. And then with the Chariot, just movement stopped. Movement stopped with them at all. Just like this screeching halt. And with this Queen of Cups comes the reversed Ten of Cups. So they did see a future with you. And I think they were a person who was really into the scene and partying and, you know, going out and, you know, knowing lots of people and having lots of options, people interested in them. But I also feel like they're changing, like they're getting older, they're slowing down, they're seeing that the party life is not that fabulous and it's very shallow, and they're wanting something more, and they were feeling it with you. So it's kind of like you're catching them on the tail end of a life cycle. I mean, to be honest, that's kind of where you want to be. because I don't feel like they were, that they were seeing other people, but they were entertaining options. And when I say that, I mean looking at other people. But like I said, they're on this tail end of this life cycle where they don't want to continue in this life anymore, in that lifestyle. And with this Nine of Cups in the reverse, which is, wish fulfillment, comes the King of Swords, because that's in reversed. So it's like you just became cold as ice. You're like, oh, you were playing me. I get it. And I think they were like, no, no, no. Or they just became silent too, because what they are showing, you're not wrong in your assessment. However, their internal spirit and energy and mind is shifting from one life cycle to the other. I know I keep repeating that, but and with the Six of Swords comes the Two of Pentacles. They want to have this balanced situation with you, and they are trying to gain a new perspective. This is the Hanged Man here. They want to, and it was in reverse. So they're seeing things in your perspective and in theirs. So it's like this double entendre, if that's the right word. It's like, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see that perspective, and I can't argue with it. However, I really am trying to get a new perspective. But they're not telling you this because they figure they can't really fight. They can't fight what outwardly looks to be the truth. I mean, and to me, this seems kind of exciting because, if this person is on the tail end of a life cycle and you're catching them right at the end, yeah, you're seeing them as eccentric. And yeah, this person's not even trying to defend themselves. It's like they want to tell you, hey, have patience with me. Try to be optimistic. But they're just not there. They're just not saying anything. And like the publicity of it, like I said, they were in the public eye and they like to be out. And, in the past, yes, they did have affairs. And I think for you, you're tired of playing the games. You want to settle down. You're trying to have strength and endurance, but you're like, here I am again. Can't believe I got myself stuck with some player. You want to inherit the life that you want. You think they were just flattering you. And you want to birth something with them. Maybe even possibly have a family with them. But I kind of feel like I said, they're not coming forth with apologies, excuses, because there is no excuse for how they were. There really isn't. It says finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And with you being the Nine of Pentacles here, maybe they feel a little intimidated because they don't have the finances that you do. Or maybe you're just more settled. It says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And that's what you're trying to do here. But I can feel your heartbreak about this. It says, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And I think this is one of the best advice. It's like, give them a chance. That's my advice. Give them a chance and see, what their thoughts are about this. Because when you're meeting somebody on the end of a cycle, like it's like just on the precipice of the end, where this person is ready for something new and different. But all you're seeing is what is right now. It's a fascinating read there, Pisces. What kind of messages do they want to give you? It says, I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a child again. And that kind of goes with the beginning, you know, like them starting anew. If they're feeling like a child again when they're with you, your beauty cascades over me. That says, I am terrified of you. And that's probably why they're not speaking up. They're like, there's no excuse for me. You know, I feel like you're a very strong energy when you're like, oh, hell no, here I am again. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I could see why they're terrified of you. It says, I am entwined in the thought of finding you one day. And I can feel that. They just need to kind of move through their thing. But what's wrong with trying to be friends with them in the meantime? Or, you know, however it plays out. But I feel like you guys definitely have some kind of destined situation. It says, I have been watching you from a distance. Yeah, for them, that must be such an awkward situation to be in. Like, oh, I'm starting to be ready to settle down, but they're seeing the party me. It says, I miss your sunshine in my life so much. Let's see. Yeah, it says love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. It says endings bring new beginnings. You know, and this is kind of like you guys are in this ending, but I don't really feel like it's the ending at all. I mean, it depends on how you want to take it. I mean, you could take it to the Grim Reaper and say, oh, this relationship is over. You know, and maybe this person thinks so too. Because I think they're kind of in the middle of, the mind transition of it too. But I don't feel like this is over in any sort of way. It says heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one. Yeah, and you're feeling stabbed in the back. And it's weird because they're feeling stabbed in the back by themselves. Because they're like, I should have changed my lifestyle. I could have done better. You know, and I meet this amazing person and I'm not ready. Yeah, they feel like they sabotaged themselves. It says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and third-party interference. That's how their life was. That's what they're cleaning up. Like, they didn't have a third party with you, but they were a party person. They didn't have a whole lot of thoughts about consequences, but they really do like you and have fun flirting with you and dating. I kind of feel like, you know, with the situation, they're not saying anything because, how do I say this? They just don't want you to run from them, so they're just not saying anything. But I still feel like there's a great potential here. You guys are just at an awkward moment. I would love to hear how this resonates with you in your storyline, because it's not often when I read it and I see someone on the precipice of a new life cycle. Going from party person to, you know, the relationship type. So once again, thank you so much for joining me and happy June, Pisces.